The finals just had its brand new update 8.4. We'll go over all the details with that. Of course, a shop refresh, community updates. We're also going to cover the recent live stream. And yes, we are back again with the leaks, even leading into 2026. Of course, as always, our last minute mentionables, as well as a whole bunch more. What's up, World Utopia here, back with another video. They were checking out all things the finals. Okay, so let's just jump right into the 8.4 update. We'll cover all the information with that, then we'll move on to the live stream. Of course, as per usual, we do have the Discord side of things, where we have an opening statement here, this time around from Embark Flow. Not 100% on this one. I do believe they usually introduce either new CMs or new Embark employees that are doing these. So I do believe this one is a bot, but not 100% sure there. They do go on here to say, of course, it is the second week of the Heaven or Else. They do, of course, say your ascension is not over though. They got some new contracts for you and a brand new set of Fury rewards. They also have reverted the last change to the Riot Shield while they investigate a collision issue, so that one is still being addressed. They also go over the store update here that we'll cover in a second. They do have a note here saying cash out Conjurer set that claims it will expire in 1,000 days. In reality, it will expire in about 28 days, so they will fix that one sometime soon. Jumping over to the actual blog post itself, again, they just addressed the Riot Shield with a dev note here. They did notice that last update came with a few issues with collision, etc. So they have gone back to the previous iterations while they figure out why that update didn't work as expected. The update to the blocking of steals is unaffected by this as well. Of course, next up here we have the store updates. That includes the Cash Out Conjurer set, the Spectre jacket, the Underworld cast, which is a helmet, and the Hexcate Hexcat set, the Sweet Shot set, the Balloonassi bundle, which is a nice little balloon sword, as well as the Trick and Trinket. And I will mention, as of recording this video, they actually did go ahead and fix that timer, at least on my end. Now these shop items do say 28 days. That wasn't all with the shop update. They actually did add 2 new sets here for the Netherlands and Japan. So pretty cool there, they keep adding additional ones. Now that actually does cover for the 8.4 update. However, there was a ton of things that happened on the recent live stream. And this is pertaining to both in the video itself, the live stream, as well as even in the chat. With this week, Rob did actually come back, has been pretty active in the chat this week, so of course we did get some brand new leaks. I'll cover first what happened during the live stream, as that'll give us some further context for other things later. The first one here they did talk about was the DreamHack Grand Major swag, with a Discord sign-up form for attendees. Now I do believe there's a reason why they've been gauging how many people are going to be at DreamHack. Actually going to provide context here to something that happened in chat. So the first one here is Rob talking about saying if you're coming to the majors, please fill out the form that Dusty sent. I've showcased this form several times now, talked about it on several of my videos, and even showcased where they posted it on Discord. Rob does say here at the bottom though, he says, so I can order some Holto credit cards. Not sure if he's 100% serious there, although that does really fall in line with the insurance brand, and it seems like something up Holto and Rob's alley. So pretty cool there. If you do actually visit DreamHack, you might get a chance to get one of these. Seems like they're going to have some pretty exclusive and unique merch there. Remember though, they are still updating their store to 2.0. We'll have to wait and see what they actually drop on the merch store and see just how many things are unique to DreamHack, or you can also purchase online. Again, once that new update comes out, once they drop a new merch store, I will 100% try to let you guys know as quick as possible. This next one here also kind of pertains to that. Now they've been teasing and talking about this for weeks now, that there might be a Finals branded mouse, or one with the Finals logo. And from what I recall, Rob did say there was going to be a limited amount. I believe it was around 200 that I believe could be purchased online, but I also believe he did say that there will be some in person. Well, he also did mention this one. He said, I tried to leak a video of the new Pulsar, the Finals mouse today. Dusty said yes, but Janice said, Ich verrate nix. My German is not very good, obviously, but from what I could see, it translates in German to I'm not telling anything or I won't give anything away. Rob did say he didn't know what that meant, but it sounded like a very strong no. Well, apparently he still went ahead and leaked, or looks like he leaked a mouse. Again, it might not be a Pulsar the Finals mouse, but he leaked a mouse, and Artie actually did show this off during the stream, as he was a guest appearance there. So this little quick snippet does show a Finals mouse. or at least a background with a mouse in front of it. So pretty cool there. Now we have something to go off of. Again, no idea if this is the finals mouse or if this is the new Pulsar finals mouse. I'm not really sure. They have so many cool branding stuff. Now we'll have to wait and see. Speaking of Pulsar and the esports orgs in general, well, we actually did get some new leaks there pertaining to that. I've had this asked in my chat before, are they going to be doing stuff with 2026 after this majors? Well, they do say here, or they did say during the stream here, that esports 2026 plans are being worked on currently, and they even have 6 more orgs next week that are joining in, with a new potential bundle wave. So you might be getting even more bundles for a ton of different orgs. Pretty awesome and pretty cool there. Again, we'll have to wait and see on all that. They've already dropped a ton of them, but it does look like they are really leaning into the esports section of this game. Now, I know I did talk about 2026, and technically we just did with the esports. However, that wasn't all. We had this next one here from Rob, who replied here, of course, saying he never leaks, but he said there will be many new things coming in year 3, which of course does mean 2026. He said a big season thing will be revealed at the majors. Now, a while back, somebody told me that a new map was going to be shown off at the majors. I honestly couldn't find the reference to it going through multiple different video segments. If you guys know where it's from, let me know, tag me, or put it on my Discord, maybe I can look at it. Although they do tend to delete their Twitch VODs after a couple of days, so it's hard to go back and tell where it might have been from. I could never verify that information, so I still don't know for sure. But that might be it, and he does mention a very big season thing will be revealed at the majors. It could be potentially a new map, or anything else that we don't know about for sure. And as he did elaborate here, there is some big things coming for year 3 and 2026. So again, very, very hyped and super cool to hear about that. There was a ton leaked this stream, and even again, we had some more leaks. This one here, they actually did show off the Ospu's Sour Core production. Pretty cool there to kind of see behind the scenes on how this thing's actually made. So they did show off a portion of the production line for the Ospu's Sour Core. I still wish it was available to NA and that we could purchase here. I looked into some alternate methods. However, it was going to cost nearly $200 to have it reshipped. Yeah, not about to spend that right now, but still really cool. Again, hopefully they can make that thing a global worldwide thing. I believe I did see some comments from PXL stating they really wanted to bring it out globally, so we'll just have to wait and see. One of the last mentions here of the stream, if you've noticed, Oscar hasn't really been here, not even for the stream or even on the Discord. Well, there is a reason why. It is for good reason though. Oscar did recently become a father, so if you guys want to shout him out, give him a congratulations. I myself will give one to Oscar, although I don't know if he watches my videos. A huge congrats to Oscar on the new baby, and I am wishing your family health and longevity there. Last up here, of course, we do go to my community. Again, going to be doing some giveaways over in my Discord, so do look out for those. But of course, we have those mentionables from the Finals Runway or the Star Models page. The first one we have is from Indoraptor, who makes off the Western Raptor. He does mention here, if it gets to YouTube, he'll make it IRL. Well, you better start cooking because you did make it. I actually really love this fit here. This thing would do great at conventions, so you definitely should make it. And you could definitely rock it at a local convention. You probably would get major props for it. Again, a very cool one here. Now, this next one doesn't really have a name. I've tried decoding this. For now, I'm just going to call you Heart Divider, as that's kind of what it looks like to me. They say here, my attempt at Gambit. Yeah, this is an awesome cosplay here. Even if the colors don't align, they did such a great job with what they had. Very, very nice one there overall. Third up here, we had one from Nexia. Said, here's my fit I've been running since Season 7 so far. Yeah, Season 7 made some great outfits. And this is another one here. I love the matching boots to the gloves. And even the number 32 is very nice. Second to last here is Honey. They say finally gave him reason to use the Halloween hat. Definitely think this one looks really cool overall. Almost like a cyberpunk-esque mage. Yeah, very sick outfit there. And then last up but not least is Haster again, showing off Scotty and June cosplays. If they were CNS broadcasters. I think that's a super interesting take here. Definitely plays on part with that. Overall, though, check out card for today's video. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and until the next one. Deuces.